Pulled the rat rod out of the garage today because I'm waiting on that young fella to bring his Jeep over. And while I was doing that, I thought I'd go ahead and make me the tool that I'm going to need to put air into that cylinder with. Now this is you can buy a tool that you can screw into the spark plug and hook an air compressor to it and blow air in there, and with the valves closed, it'll hold the valves closed if it holds pressure, and then you can change the seals on the heads, and you can make your own. I looked online and there was several people that had bought one and they said, well, I used it a couple times and it broke or really cheap or something wasn't right. Basically, you can take an old spark plug like this one. This is a Chevy spark plug. I just tested it to make sure, and just break off all of this ceramic part up here. Well, let me do that. We'll just take and break it right off of there, and I'll show you. I'll unscrew this little bit up top here. A little screw-on bit right here. We'll just take that off. Oh, it's on there pretty good. Been there a few years, hasn't it? An old Champion, probably a good one back before Champion started making crappy plugs. Now this piece here should come out. Should be able to drive this here out through the bottom or out through the top or something. I might have to straighten off the end of the plug down here. A little harder to get out of there than you might think, but doable, I believe. A little bit to get it out. Coming out now though. So there you have it. The center is gone out of the plug, and then what we'll do now is get an air chuck. An air chuck is a thing that you use on the end of an air compressor hose to attach an airline to, like this. There's an air chuck, and you basically you fit that onto this like that. It's actually a good fit right there. What I'm going to do is either weld or use some JB weld to attach that permanently. It actually comes pretty close to screwing in there. I'm pretty sure that it does not threaded, but because the hole size is so close, I'm almost thread it down in there. What I'll probably do, since it fits in there so nicely, is just go in the house, mix up some JB weld and put on it, and attach it. That's a pretty good fit right there, actually. I didn't realize it would nearly about thread onto there. It did. But I'm going to be putting about 100 pounds of pressure on it, so what I'll do is I'll get a little bit of JB weld and just put it around the base of it. Well, that's on there good. You know, that might just work without even doing anything other than that. That would be cool. I'll blow some air through it just to make sure that I've gotten all the stuff out from inside it. In fact, I can do that a couple of ways. I'll hook my air chuck to it and kind of do this. And then I'll do this here. I don't even believe I need any kind of glue or anything on that, to be honest with you. I think that'll work. I think that's in there tight enough to work just like that. Okay. So, what I'll do is, after my company comes and goes, I get through working on his vehicle or whatever, I'll pull the rat rod in here. We'll start her up. Well, no, we won't start her up. We'll disconnect the distributor wire we'll hook the compression gauge to it on each cylinder, and we'll spin them over and we'll figure out which cylinder doesn't have compression. And then we'll put this on there and probably take the valve cover off so I can see what's going on along the base of the head, and we'll blow air into that and we'll watch and see if the air pops out through the top of the head or goes out somewhere else. So we're ready for that now. We just need our young fella with the Jeep to show up and we'll be ready to go. I guess since I'm still waiting for them, I could just go ahead and bring the rat rod back in. There's a couple of things I wanted to do with it that I could be working on. I'm not very good at waiting. Not one of my stronger points. I like that my brake pedal is set up in such a way where I can get my foot on the brake pedal and mash the gas at the same time. So what I did is I got me a little pinch of Permatex and put on the base of this. Just a little extra. It's kind of like glue. It's the old style Permatex that hardens up. So I figured, yeah, I could do that. That way I wouldn't have to mess with mixing up any JB weld or anything. And this stuff here is pretty good for that.